You are not going to believe Kurt Angle and his pain addiction situation, because while on the Joe Rogan Experience, the WWE Hall of Famer broke down his past battles with substance abuse, going to doctors, shopping around for pills, and how he was introduced to painkillers. In this video, I'm going to break it down because Kurt Angle has really opened up about his drug addiction, and it's actually very cool to see. Maybe his story can help out those, because Kurt Angle, from his span in WWE to TNA Wrestling, whether he be a GM, a manager, or an in-ring performer, whether it be his in-ring skills or his promo skills, Kurt Angle is one of the greatest of all time. But he had to leave WWE in 2006 due to his drug addiction problem. He thought he was going to die in WWE because of this problem. And so he went to TNA Wrestling and really had a better career in TNA, some could say. He thinks he had an excellent run in TNA. And so he ended up leaving WWE because of the addiction. And so this is where we pick up from there. It all started for him once he broke his neck. The second time he broke his neck, he was introduced to painkillers, and he started taking them, and he really liked them because it masked the pain. He couldn't feel the pain. It gave him an energetic feel, and it didn't make him nauseous or anything like other people. And he was originally just taking one every 4 to 6 hours, and then slowly but surely you build up a tolerance, and it doesn't work anymore, and you got to kick it up a notch. So how many did Kurt Angle take? Well, this is what he had to say to Rogan. I had 12 doctors that I was calling. I had 12 different pharmacies because you couldn't go to the same pharmacy twice in 1 month. Then I had a Mexican contact where I would get them illegally. So I was taking about 2,700 pills a month. That's all you think about. How are you going to get your drug the next time? So I had a calendar, and every day it tells me the doctor to contact. So I had all these things set up so I could get what I needed. It takes over your life. End quote. Wow. 2,700 pills. He also talked about how he talked about his WWE departure and having DUIs in TNA, and he said, I left WWE because they wanted me to go to rehab, and I didn't want to go. So I ended up going to another company called Impact Wrestling. I got my painkiller problem under control there because I found a doctor that got me MS codeine. It's a morphine pill. He had 2 of them. They're very tiny, but that keeps you from going through withdrawals. So I take one in the morning, one at night, no more painkillers. They were painkillers because they were morphine, but they were high dose, so you didn't have to take a lot. And then he went on to say, well, I started having anxiety about breaking my neck over and over again, so they put me on Xanax. Now I'm taking Xanax. I switched to TNA. And everybody drank this. So I started drinking alcohol. So I'm mixing these cocktails, and I'm also out of control. Then I'm driving from town to town, drinking 12 packs of beer. I got 4 DUIs in 5 years. I lost my reputation, everything I worked for. I was at the lowest point of my life, end quote. Really honest questions and answers from Kurt Angle here. He's always been pretty open about his drug addiction, and obviously this was put on display. But it's good to see that he got sober. He's been sober for years now, and he's living his life.